what can we expect from 2021? And with this change of the 21st of December 2020, is there anything that we need to keep in mind moving forward from the past into the future? And this is what I'm going to discuss with you in these few short minutes, because I noticed that a lot of people put a lot of hope into the date of the 21st of December 2020, because it is for the first time in so many years that Jupiter and Saturn go conjunct, and that the new age of Aquarius is going to start. And so the hope that a lot of people have who also believe in astrology and who live in very much like in harmony and maybe sometimes dependence with the planets and the constellations, the hopes for this state and for the upcoming future are very, very high. And sometimes also I notice that very exaggerated, right? Which I feel is something that could set you up, if you're one of them, could set you up for disappointment. Now, yes, something new is beginning, and that is my sense too. I sense that too. There is a new phase, but my sense is also it has already started, because those new energies have already started to move, come into motion, right? And new perspectives and new, nearly like worldviews are developing. They're developing already, and this is going to continue. And I totally agree with that. But the reason why I'm making this video is for all of you who put so much hope on that date. I want to remind you that the hopes, like if you put your hope for change somewhere into the outside world, you have no control over what is going to change and how it's going to change. And that makes it difficult, because it means you can just hope and pray that, you know, things are going to get better, whatever you want it to be, whatever you want to have, different, better, whatever. But that leaves you without any control. And this is not how life works. This is not how creation and the creative process of our life and our life's path work. Okay? You create and co-create what is going to change and what is changing. And you create this with you, with what is within you. Which means that once you arrive, you know, on that date, 21st of December, you're still you, right? With all your hopes and everything. And then you go to bed that night, and it will be the 22nd, and that magical date will be over. But you're still you. And it's not like, woo, now the new energies are here and magically you have changed overnight. What is going to change you, and this is going to bring you back now to your power, right? What is going to change you, and subsequently your life, is you. Nothing else and no one else has the power to change you, unless A, you allow them, or B, you contribute to it. You change actively. So no matter what date it is, no matter where the planets stand, the power to change is within you. And not just the power to change you, but the power to change your life. Because once you move into the direction of who you want to be and who you want to become, your life will move into the direction of who you are and who you are becoming. because your life is tied to you. So you cannot say, I'm going to stay who I am and I'm going to wait for some magic moment and some magic era to start and my life will unfold magically, blissfully forever. But what you can say is, I realize that we are somehow influenced by the planets to a stronger or lesser degree, and depending as well on how much you live with that, right? And if for me, I notice these new energies and I know they move into the direction of like freedom, and there is a lot in the Age of Aquarius, in that energy of Aquarius that we can use. So if this is something that you feel you want to use for your own work, for your own process, then by any means do it. But don't just leave it up to the energies to change your life. And maybe many of you are already doing this, and you know, this is old news what I'm saying, but I'm sure some people will go, oh yeah, true, I kind of really hope that things change, right? But without looking inside of me, trying to find my magic wand in there, saying, this is how I'm going to change my life, the life of others, and myself. Because it always starts with, who are you? Who are you? Because who you are, not who you pretend to be, not who you were, but who you are today, creates your tomorrow. Not kind of a what do you call that, vision board, but who you are, what's within you, not just your thoughts, positive thoughts, but what is within you, what vibrates out. That's who you are, and that is what creates. And that's where your power lies. If you notice there are things in my life I don't like, there are things in the outer life, in the collective life I don't like, ask yourself the question, how do I need to change? What changes do I need to make within my way of thinking, within my way of being in the world, within my way of working, of talking, of communicating? What do I need to change or want to change to contribute to my life becoming more the way I want it to be, and the collective to be influenced by my vibration in the direction of where I want it to go? And if you want more peace and love, there is no point in condemning all the war and all the hatred in the world, because in that act of condemning, you're contributing to that energy, because condemnation is not loving. It's the opposite. Love does not condemn, love does not judge. So you can observe the hatred and you can clearly define, my essence is not that, my essence is the opposite, because this is also how you find out who you are, through the duality, right? It's not like, yeah, observe it and be neutral. No, no, no. At least that's for me. Maybe for some enlightened people it's like stay neutral. For me, it's a little bit like, if you stay neutral, what's the point in being here? It's through realizing that's what I'm not, or that's not what I want to be. I can define who I want to be, what I want to be, or who I am and what I am. But then don't interact in the way that this, what you observe, kind of triggers, which would be, I judge what I see. More like, I see this, I realize I am love, I want to be more love, I'm on the path of becoming more and more loving, understanding, patient, compassionate, joyful, high vibe. That's me. And so that doesn't fit me, but by me becoming more of that, I influence that field out there. I influence the collective. Yes, I can't just make the hate go away, but my vibration can become stronger and stronger and spread the light. And you know yourself, wherever there is light, darkness has to leave, because there is no source of darkness. There is always just a source of light. Where there's no light, there is darkness. But as soon as there is light, darkness has to move away, back off, right? So use that analogy and come back to you and to your power. And if we all do that, like all of us who are even listening to videos like this, and all of us who are in this together, like you light workers know who I'm talking about, and or who I'm talking to and about, and all of you sensitive souls, all of you compassionate souls, empathic souls, and all of you who are searching right now. There's so many of you searching, and one reason why I'm making these videos is because I hear the voices of those who are searching, and I feel that we all can help each other in our search. And what are we searching for? We're searching for truth. We're searching for the true nature of us, of life. What is this about? What are we about? Right? And that's what keeps us moving. And that is also what keeps us developing our light more and more. And we can support each other. We can support each other. And that's what I want to do. I want to support you the way I'm being supported by others as well. We help each other. But by focusing inward and on focusing on our power, our strength, our magic within us. And that way it doesn't really matter what the planets are doing. But of course, if they are energies, universal energies that are supportive of change in a positive direction, but that has already started years ago, right? The supportive energies and the elevation of the vibration of the planet. We know that. We know that. So there is no question that we're all supported in this universally, because the universe is part of us and we're part of it, and it's all together. But it's also within us. The whole universe is within us and we are within it. So by becoming more you, which means by becoming more love and joy and peace, you influence, and not just you, your life and the collective, the planet, but the universe. We influence the degree to which the universe vibrates that love by being it, by becoming it more and more. And we might think we're this small. We're not. We're huge light beings. We're even more than huge light beings. We're source energy when it comes down to it, right? So remind yourself that this is who we really are. And in the smallest aspect of us, which is this person, we can embody who and what we really are. We can embody it. We get the chance to embody it in this small aspect. And it's tough and it's hard, especially in this world of duality where there's so much that is difficult to deal with, but we can. And let's do that. And let's use the dates that are coming up, also the full moons and the new moons and the solar eclipses and all that many of you are really into, right? Don't hook your hopes on that, but use it to work on yourself. Use the energies that you associate with those events to work on yourself in order to become more of who you are. Okay? With that, I'm going to love you and leave you for today, and we'll talk again next time.